Cheers. I got my boss lady cup. My friend gave me this. She's now actually my team member. She's been on my team like 2.5 years. And her name is Joanne. And Joanne, you know that I love this mug. I use it all the time. Hi, my name is Sonia Bernard. I am a Linked by Ink. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and my business name is Linked by Ink. Sorry. So, yeah, messing that up already. Let's go. I need more tea, I guess, or coffee or something. So, today I want to show you, it's a new technique, and it's a spin on a band for a card. And I did not create this. It came across apparently through TikTok. Someone did it on TikTok, and now here we are. So I am going to show you. It is called a slide and lock card, and this is just my version of it. Oh, we've got a kitty cat in here. So as you can see, it slides and it's locking the card. Okay, and so you slide that off. Whoop, then you've got two pieces. And then this piece opens up to show you the inside of the card. And honestly, the hardest thing with this card is putting this back on. It's got this little mechanism here. I'm going to give you all the measurements and the details on how to do that. And honestly, like I said, that's the hardest part right there. Okay, so the fun thing about this is this front panel here, you can make it any size and any shape you want. It just depends on what size you make the mechanism. So the size that we're using today is a 2x2, and I'll show you. It's that size here. So anything that glues on top of that and covers that 2x2, you can use any shape, any size. So you can even make it as small as a 2x2. And if you want smaller, you could probably get away with making this, you know, maybe a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. But let's just go ahead and, oh, if you notice the cute paper and stamps, I'm trying to put it back together. We'll just leave it apart. I am using the Rain or Shine bundle, and it's from the mini catalog. And remember, this is only going on till end of, when is it, May? I don't have my glasses on, so I think it's 1 May, but it is on page 50 of the mini catalog. And that's appropriate because $50 United States money is how much you have to spend to get something free from the celebration. Now that is only going on through 28 February. They print it nice and big on this one. Thank you, Stampin' Up! For people who need glasses. This does say till April 2023, but I believe on the back of the catalogue it actually says till 1 May. So maybe we should put dates on the front there. Just a thought, Stampin' Up! Love you guys though. Love this bundle. It's adorable. Adorable. So, yes, here it is, playing in the rain. It comes, there's like the whole bundle has dies, and then there's also an embossing folder, and there's paper, and there's little embellishments. It's so fun. Okay, let's turn this down and get started, because you don't want to just hear me rambling on about how much I love Stampin' Up, because we all know I love Stampin' Up. 10 years now, and haven't given it up. There was a time where I was working, we had moved from Tennessee to South Carolina, and I was just my own best customer, and kind of was busy with working, didn't even have my craft room set up for like 4 years, and decided to get back into it. And now my team has just grown to 20 demonstrators. Yay! I'm celebrating today because I'm so happy that we now have 20 demonstrators in my little team, and we are growing. Okay, so this is an 8.5 by 5.5, and this is Mango Melody, just in case you're curious. And I've scored it here at 2 1/8, and I found it, I mean, you could measure how much this is, but this is the way I find it, just simplest, without little, oh, let me just get the paper trimmer for you. You know how paper trimmer has this extendable arm, right? So it goes out, but you got to open it. If you've got stuff here, you have to move it. So rather than, cat climbing my leg, rather than, ow, sorry, she's using me as a scratching post. rather than doing 2 1/8 and then going down to here and having to open that up and everything. Oh, kitty, no. Just here, if you want to come up, come up. But we can't be clawing at mummy. No, ma'am. Okay. Oh, she jumped back down. Sorry about that. So, score it at 2 1/8 and then turn it and score it at 2 1/8. There we go. Okay, that's just easy. We like easy. You don't have to fiddle with this and worry about all that. So, do that at the long side, at the long edge. Oh my Lord, kitty. No. Oh. Ow. Okay. Next, we're going to get a piece of DSP. She is just in play mode, and apparently I am getting attacked. What timing to film this video? I am so sorry. Okay, this DSP is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Now, honestly, what I think I'm going to do going forward is make that at 4 by 5 1/4. And the reason being, if you make it 4 1/8, you only get, from a 12 by 12 piece of paper, you're only going to get 4 of these. Whereas if you go at 4 inches, you're going to get 3, 6, 9 of these. I mean, 6 versus 9, sorry. So, well, I don't know. You're going to get 3 going across. Right now, with the 4 1/8, you only get 2 going across. There. I'm hoping that's making sense to you. So, we're going to just go ahead and glue this down now. And this is some of that really cute paper. And it's got one side where it's kind of more orange, and then it goes into the pink. And I actually like it with the pink at the bottom, I think. So you can decorate your card however you want. And here's another thing. When you do this, you don't have to have the seam where it meets coming down the middle. You can offset it and make it so it's like an inch this side, or, you know, 2 inches or 1.5 inches. You can decide however you want to do it. Then you just have to figure out the measurements of these front panels. And here's another tip with these panels when you've got a DSP that is like printed. So what I did with this one is, actually this is from 2 separate pieces. When I first made the card, you see on this one, they don't actually match up because one came from underneath, I think is how it worked. Because I cut the 1 7/8. This is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So what you could do is cut a piece that is 5 1/4 and 3 3/4, and then cut it down the middle at 1 7/8. So you get 2 1 7/8 panel. Or when you're cutting your DSP page, cut it across here at 5 1/4, and then cut, so you've got these two together, cut these two, and then they'll match up. I'm just going to open this door so my cat can, my kitten, off you go, go play then. I think she needs to go do something other than climb me like a tree. So I hope I'm making, this was going to be quicker, but I'm just trying to give you what I learned going and doing this. So if you want it all to line up, when you put it on here, just watch, don't cut it in one thin strip. Cut it like in a square and then cut pieces this way. And then you can line them up. Okay, I hope that's made sense. Now with this one, I don't really care because the panel is so big going over top, and really, is anyone going to notice? But you may be putting something up there that you just want it to line up and look all pretty. So, oops. Okay. We're going to get that on there. Wait, did I cut this too short? That would be something I would do. Looks like I've cut it like a tiny bit short. I hope I didn't cut them all short because I'm doing a class this weekend. And they're all going to be that way. Oh, I've cut one short. Look at that. Okay, let's get that off there. Well then. We're going to just redo real quick. Oh my gosh, I hope I did not. Can you imagine if I've cut them all that way? We all make mistakes. It's fine. It's not a big problem. Just double check your measurements before you cut. Don't be me and end up with that hot mess. Let me get some. Oh lordy. Okay. Well, now I can show you. Please let these be the right length. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I make the mistakes so you don't have to. That's how we roll in this place. Okay, well here's an example of what I was talking about. As you can see, these two line up right here. Those images. Let's try to use the right size paper. And lucky I have some extra, so if I do have to cut some new pieces, oh well. Okay, there we go, people. Sorry about that. Hey, this is live. Well, it's not live. I'm recording it, but I'm not stopping and doing it again. You get what you get with me. It's just, I'm not going to be, oh, I'm so, you know, I do everything perfect and never make mistakes. That's just not how I roll. Human, and I mess up just like anybody else. Especially my bad habit is cutting my paper while I'm watching TV. So sometimes I get a little distracted. Okay, now let's get to the bit that you really want to know about, the mechanism, okay? So this is a 2x2 piece, and you've got another 2x2 piece. This is your cardstock. Just match it. I would match it to whatever card base you've done here. And then you've got two 2x2 white pieces, and I've scored them in half, which is a 1 inch. And you really want to give that a good score down. And the same with this one. You're just going to not believe how easy this is. Okay, I do pull out the Stampin' Seal Plus for this. So, with the folded edge on the inside, okay, first of all, we're going to put Stampin' Seal Plus. Oops. Technical issues. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me it's goofed up. Oh, it's come off the, I see what's happening. Oh, yeah. It's just a hot mess today. Hot mess. Okay, I've got an issue with my Stampin' Seal. You see it's actually come off. Maybe my cat got it. Okay, we don't want to sit here all day. Give me a second. We'll use the backup. I'm coming. Just give me a sec. My cat is still trying to attack me. Okay, what happens when life fails you? Grab, if you don't have Stampin' Seal Plus, you can use Turn Tape. And most people just tear this. Oh yeah, it is easy. I'm always like, I feel like I have to cut it. So we are going to use, this makes it a little longer, but you know, Stampin' Seal Plus got attacked by a kitty, I'm guessing. That's what happens when you don't put the lid back on it. Okay. So if you don't have Stampin' Seal Plus, you can use Tear and Tape. And why am I squishing them down? Because it makes it easier to peel off that backing. So we can peel this off, all those. And then we are going to line this up, and again with the inside to here. I'm going to put that down. And don't worry if it's a little bit off, we can trim that. It does not have to be perfect. And then we're going to take the other side, and we're going to, again, the folded side is to the middle. Just butt that up, press it down. Then we're going to use our Tear and Tape or our Stampin' Seal Plus. You want something strong. You probably don't want to use liquid glue because you really want this to like really grip. Because it's going to be something that's going to be open and closed probably several times.
I think you really cannot go wrong with Stampin' Plus or Terra Tape. Okay. This was actually from a Paper Pumpkin kit. That one. But, again, give it a good rub. There we go. We're almost there. It's so easy, guys. So easy. Whoever created this, if you happen to watch this video and you're the creator that was discovered on TikTok, please let me know who you are. I want to give you props because genius. I mean, you're smarticles. So, there you have your little locking mechanism. And you don't even really have to trim this because we're not even going to see it. But I just have to because otherwise it's going to bug me. Anyone else like that out there in craft land? It's like, I know it's there, so I have to do it. If I don't do it, it'll drive me bananas. Okay, now I'm just going to finish up with showing you how I decorated. Oh, I did have a piece for the inside too. So we have 2 pieces of basic white cardstock, and these are 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And again, if you're going to cut this down, then I would take off 1/8 of these as well. Maybe you don't really have to, because it's still going to look cute in there even if you do trim that down. So I've stamped that, and that's where we're going to write in the card, decorate it a little bit on the inside. Of course, you could decorate the sides as well. You could go all out. Kitty, don't scratch me. Okay. Sorry, we have a kitten. Okay, she's to the side, so that's good. Then I've got another piece that's the exact same size. Oh, you know what? I forgot my... I'm just not with it today. Not with it at all. Okay, dokie. Artichoke. I have a layer. This is the 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then this is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. It's been 38 days since I've got my kitten, and there's only been one night that I've had 7 hours of uninterrupted sleep, and I really think that that has a lot to do with everything right now. I'm so tired. She wakes me up. It's the cutest way. She like snuggles up to my face, and she puts a little head up to under my chin, and like gives my neck a little lick, which that's gonna wake you up. I don't care how much of a heavy sleeper you are. So I'm really fighting to function, I think, fully. I need some sleep. I also have Hashimoto's, which just gives you thyroid brain, but there we go. Enough of my excuses. There we go. That just looks, to me, it just like kind of sets it when you put that layer back behind it. And then, so the front, I am mimicking that layer with a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then a 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 cardstock. And then what I did was I used Mango Melody. I wish they had these in blends. They don't. I don't know why not. And I did Oh Happy Day right here. And then I got the Balmy Blue, and I got the raindrops that come in the stamp set. And then I started stamping those all over, just not on the Happy Day. And you can do anything. You can decorate this piece however, you know, whatever suits you. Then I glued those two together, layered them. We'll just quickly do that since I'm here and I have to do this anyway. I've actually got to make a couple more as samples for my Stampin' bingo event that we're holding this Saturday, my first in-person bingo event. I'm thinking of doing an online version. I have to see if there's any interest first. Then I got this cute little fox. He's adorable with his little umbrella, and I stamped him and then die cut him. I love the dies in this set, so we get him all die cut. And then I colored him. I'm going to go over the colors just in case you want to know what I did use here. I used a light Flirty Flamingo for the, let me get you the colored one. Light Flirty Flamingo for the umbrella. And then I used the light Cajun Craze. And I actually drew these little marks on his face. I just looked at the paper and copied what they had. So this is all light Cajun Craze, his little hands, feet, face, ears. Then I got the light So Saffron, and I colored his little face and his tail. And then I got the dark Daffodil Delight, and I did the raincoat and the hat. And then on the inside of the flowers, it was dark Cajun Craze on the little dots. And then it was dark Daffodil Delight for the flowers and light Old Olive for the leaves. So those are the colors I colored with. And then I topped it off with a little Winker Stella for the umbrella because I wanted to give it like that it's raining kind of effect. And then I took this, and I think you probably want to use tear and tape here too. So I'm really sad my Stampin' Plus is not working. Okay, so we'll use tear and tape on this one as well. And then, almost there. So isn't this like so simple? The person, whoever you are, you're a genius. We love you. Let us know who you are and how you thought of this. Like, where did this idea come from? Did you see something else? I mean, I'm really intrigued to know how it came about. I love to know things like that. And then, of course, a little dimensionals on this guy. Actually, we're going to stick that back part on first while it's flat. So you want to make sure that the top and bottom are going this way. So these are out to the sides. Because if you stick it on this way, that's not going to work unless you're turning your card that way. And you can do it that way too. You just have to change the orientation of the paper and the panel. So you can do it as a sideways as well. So horizontal portrait. So we will make sure that those are sticking out to the sides of whatever orientation you have your card made at. And then just kind of guesstimate where the middle is. Actually, what I should have done is this. I think this is what I did the first time actually. I put the mechanism on there. That's what I did. I centered that. Oh, if you've got a bump here, like I just put that mechanism on and it's a little bumpy, just take your bone folder and kind of push it out. Oh, here comes my kitten. Why are you sniffing my arm? She's a goofball. I know, you probably can't see her. She's off to the side. Okay. So try to squish that down a little bit. Center your mechanism. Then you can simply... Does that look about right? Okay. Then you can simply take your panel and center that how you want it to sit. Because maybe you have a smaller panel and you want it up to the right or down to the... You know, I mean, up to the left or down to the right. So I made a rather larger panel because I kind of wanted it to be a card, not just a panel. Like the front is almost a card in and of itself. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head, but... And there's a little cute fox. There we go. So then it just slides off. Boom! The slide and lock card. Do you love it? I want to see what you make. I'm going to go ahead and post this video. It's going to be on YouTube and then it's going to be over on my Facebook page. And that is on Facebook at Stamps Ink Paper. you'll see me. It's linked by ink, and you can go there and post in the comments photos of what you create. I would love to see it. I love this whole technique. You could call it like a fun fold, but to me it really is a technique to in paper crafting. So you don't want to make those little flaps too big. Let's squish them down. There we go. So it will make, just keep in mind when you go to mail your card, it's going to make it a little bit bulkier as well. So think about that before mailing in a regular envelope, or like before putting a whole ton of layers up on here. You may want to think about that too, because it does have a lot more depth to it. Thickness. Depth, thickness. You know what I mean. Okay, so that's it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the people to come and make this on Saturday. I think they're going to absolutely love it. I want to see what you create. I mean, change your color, change your paper, change your image, change the size, change the dimension, change the way the layout orientation. Let's go create and make something beautiful, and then send it to someone and make their day. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already clicked my subscribe button on YouTube, I would love to have you subscribe. To everyone who has subscribed, thank you. I truly appreciate all of your support. Same over on my Facebook page. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on Thursday at 3. As long as I don't have technical issues this time. Okay, bye.